Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. Welcome to my channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button in the corner, of course, in order to get new content. And it would really help if you'd like my channel and share it and make some comments and let me know what's going on with you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this week's cosmic vibes. Now, we all have been processing a lot as it is. We all have been going through a lot. So I'm going to give you the energies from the 29th to the 22nd of July. So in between that hand, you're going to be feeling different things going on in your body, what to expect, and how to utilize this energy. So this is a week where you're going to be letting go more. With this Chiron energy, Chiron is the wounded healer. It's going to be bringing situations up to the surface for you to start reflecting on your past traumas, your past hurts, rejection, abandonment, self-worth, looking back and seeing who hurt you and your family and friends. It doesn't matter. It's all about healing within the soul. And this is why this week you're going to be on soul recovery. And with this Venus energy, Venus retrograde, it's going to help bring things to the surface for you even more. And you're also going to be reviewing more of your relationships with everybody. I mean, relationships can be with your neighbor, your spouse, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and so on. But what's really important is, are you a friend to you? Are you showing yourself some love? Are you showing yourself some compassion? So during this week, you're going to be taking more time out for you. You're just all of a sudden going to be like, you know what? I just need to surrender. Like feeling and seeing and having dreams and getting really teary-eyed because I don't know if I can do this. And looking at different people who have really, really betrayed you as well. So this week you're going to be in recovery within your soul. And it's going to continue on actually, because that Chiron energy actually has now moved up towards the end of December. So your healing is going to continue on. And during this time, you're going to want to be looking at, who supports me in a positive way? Who is not supporting me at all? Who is taking me for granted? Who is like utilizing me for their needs only? And that can get really, I don't know. That can get like that where you're like, wow. And whenever you get to those moments, you're going to be like, I need some space. I really need some time. And that's exactly what's happening with this energy right now. So starting off on the 22nd, you're going to find that, there's different days of the week where different parts of your body could be feeling a little bit off. So you might even find on the 22nd, your digestive system could be off, like your intestines and such, your pancreas and such. You could be like, I don't know, my stomach's a little bit off. Because as we're in that Chiron energy as well, whenever you're feeling emotions, do you ever notice that your stomach is like, I don't know if I can eat anything or I don't know. It's just, of course, that's your solar plexus. Your stomach is your solar plexus. And if you really take a look at whenever you're feeling hurt or somebody says something that's very hurtful to you, right away, boom, in the stomach. It's like that jab right in the stomach. So you're going to find that, and that could even happen throughout this week as well. So be really gentle on yourself. And between the 23rd and 25th, you could be finding like your bladder could be a little off, your kidney could be a little off. And make sure you're drinking more water during that time because you want to be flushing out those toxins. You could find your skin could be a little dry. You might be finding, my face is breaking out, like Like, what's going on with that? Because you're releasing toxins and your body is telling you, are you having like a little more junk food or a little bit more sweets and such? Is your face breaking out? Maybe you're not having enough protein in your diet. Maybe you're not having enough carbs and so on. So you could be finding that you're going to be reviewing certain foods that you're eating as well. And that's continuing on like that has been continuing on for a little while now. So on the 28th and 29th, you're going to be finding that your liver and hips and thigh areas could be a little sore. So make sure that whenever you're waking, like you're waking up in the morning, try to do a little bit more stretches, a little bit more than usual. And especially if you're going to be working out, or going like on a real brisk walk or just certain things like that, do more stretches during that time because it's really, really important. Have you ever noticed that if, like whenever you're doing a workout, like with a trainer or like in a class, they start that warm up. It's really important to warm up those muscles, get them going, lube. It's like your muscles are getting lubed up. And it's really important because you can pull something if you don't warm up your muscles. And that's why, and then you do your workout and then you start to cool down. You start to cool down as well. So this Venus energy, Venus retrograde comes in 22nd, 23rd, you're going to be feeling that even more. Like it's going to be lingering on for the next 6 weeks as well. So you're going to be doing even more reflection on your worth. You're going to be like, I haven't got that raise. Or my relationship, I'm not happy with my partner, how they're treating me. I'm not happy with my coworkers of how they're treating me, friends and all of that kind of stuff. It's really going to bring things to the surface that is no longer good for you. It's no longer good for you. It's not in alignment. You're going to be like, that's not working for me. Maybe you're working for someone and you're like, this just isn't working anymore. Maybe you've hired somebody to help you and you're like, they're not helping me. They're not paying attention. They're not getting back to me, with this and this and that. Is it time I have to make some changes? Have deadlines with things, and I've hired these people to help me, and it just seems like nothing's being done about it. People are busy and such. However, you're going to be reviewing, is this working for me or is this not working for me? With different projects, with different relationships. Venus is all about that relationships, as I'm saying. Maybe there's somebody that's very toxic in your life and you're like, why am I allowing this person to treat me like this? Because what you allow will continue. Why is my partner doing this to me or treating me like that? Ask yourself why. Have you had that talk with them and being very honest and open and saying, this is really bothering me, with what's happening? Always have that talk first and open your heart and be honest, because if that's your person, you should be able to be yourself completely and bring up some concerns if you have any concerns. Communication is very, very important to keep a healthy relationship going. And once that relationship is gone with communication, what's left? It's like with your coworkers. It's like with your boss. It's like with that person you hired. You can communicate all you want, but if they're not getting back to you, if they're not, negotiating with you and saying, we can do this and that, or this isn't working for me anymore, or all of that, you're going to be reviewing, especially the 22nd, 23rd of July, but that's going to continue on for a while. So there's going to be some endings for sure. We all go through that phase, as I call it. I'm cleaning out my closet, meaning I'm getting rid of things that no longer serve me, including different people. We all connect with different people at different times, and some people we just don't resonate with anymore. And we're like, I just don't see eye to eye, or we're just on different paths, and so on and so on. And that's perfectly normal. We all go through that stage, and we all share time with each other, for certain time frames. So we really reflect back, because you're going to be finding, if you reflect back towards December 2021 to January 2022, really reflect back on that time. Who were you with? Were you starting a new relationship? Were you ending a new relationship? What lessons did you truly learn from that situation? It could have been you started a job, December 2021, and, and into January 2022. How are you feeling with that now? You very well could be, this isn't working with me. Or you could be like, that project I was working on, or that class I was taking, or, that relationship isn't working for me anymore. So you're going to be doing a lot more reviewing back then. And it's really, really important to always ask yourself, and be honest with yourself. What lessons did I learn from that? What happened during that time? So really reflect back during that time. What did you witness? What did you experience during that time? Some people are like, I don't know, I can't remember. Or really look back on that. Really look back on that. Like, I clearly know exactly what was happening to me back then. So, and it can come up for review. It can come up for review where this just isn't going anywhere anymore. This just isn't working for me. So now it's time that I'm utilizing my power, and I'm going to make it happen on my own. Or I'm going to hire somebody else, or I'm going to find another job, or I'm going to end my relationship. Like, whatever it is you're going through, really reflect back on that time frame, because you're really going to see how things are really going to kind of in sync together if you surrender. And this is why you're going to be looking within and doing that soul recovery within. The Chiron energy will help you see your wounds, will help you see what you're feeling with your worth, with how you're feeling abandoned or rejected, and so on. And don't run from it. Like, nobody likes to feel that. Nobody likes to go through that. However, this is why it's your time for your recovery within your soul, to really reflect back and release and heal different traumas and situations, with family or friends or relationships. It doesn't matter what it is, because you're going to find you're going to need that space and that time alone, because we have Saturn as well coming in. That's going to help you shift and transcend forward. You're going to feel more supported. Your intuition's going to be more stronger on the 28th. And you're going to be like, I need to do this. And when it's during that time, when you're doing your reflection within and recovery within your soul, place your hand on your heart. Take that moment for you. Breathe in. What are you feeling? With your hand on your heart, that's your purpose. What's coming to the surface for you? Traumas, who hurt you, who betrayed you, who let you down, who promised you this, and that, and never delivered. It was all talk, 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 talk. You're going to be reflecting within. Who do you depend on? Who do you count on? There's certain people, for working on certain things and all of this, it takes two people to, get things going, or more people as well. However, let's take a look at that. What's working for you and what's not. I mean, I'm one to work on my own and go forth. And if I'm not seeing certain results from certain people that I've hired or done things with, I'm gone. I start learning things on my own, or utilizing other sources to help me do this, or that. You have to do what's right for you and go on your own comfort zone. Always, always. That's that divine intervention within the soul and soul recovery that you're going to be shifting and transcending forward with. And that's also that Venus energy, because right now we're in that Lionsgate portal that started on the 16th of July, which leads things up towards the 8th of August. August 8th. 8/8 is abundance. Even reflect back to last year on August 8th. I know exactly what was happening to me that day, exactly what was happening to me that day. And it was a very, very, very powerful day, a day of healing, releasing, and letting go and letting the world know what was truly going on with a certain situation in my own way. So it's time to really, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that shift. You have been feeling that shift. You have been feeling, I really feel like something shifting within me. I don't know what it is or what's going on. And that's also, you're going to have that feeling because you're in that ascension. Your soul is in that higher vibrational energy. And this is why it's really important to utilize the soul recovery right now for yourself. Like, we can't run from situations, and your soul wants you to heal. So it purposely brings up certain situations for you to work through, to heal and reflect upon. Healing is a process that takes time. We all heal in our own way, and you have to go on your own rhythm of your soul and stay in alignment within. Start making promises to yourself of what you want to see change within you. Start writing it down. Spirit, I need some help. Spirit, please give me the strength and the courage. And with this Leo season, happy birthday, Leos. We're in Leo season. I'm a Leo the lion myself. The international lioness is what I used to get called by someone. So, yeah, the Leo, the lion, will give you that courage to help bring things forward. Take a look at the lion. What does lions represent? Courage, strength, determination, right? And this energy, with this lion energy, this Leo energy, will help you move forward. Flames, fire energy. I'm double the fire. I have like the fire horse, Leo the lion, double the fire, double the passion, double everything, double. So we can utilize this energy to the fullest, you guys. So the 28th, we also have Mercury entering Virgo as we slowly moved into Virgo season. And you're going to find during that time that your communication is going to be so much better. You could be like preparing for the kids going back on the school the 28th and the 29th of July. You could be getting back from your vacations, planning for work. You're going to start to get into more work zone, work mode, maybe buying some new clothes for your work, for your job position, getting the kids all ready, school supplies, new books or whatever it is they need, and clothing and such like that. So this month has gone by really, really, really fast, you guys. So it's really important to utilize this energy, because on the 26th, we have the master number day. Your intuition is going to be off the rocks. You're going to be feeling more and more inspired. So really pay attention to what you're seeing then. You're going to be doing a lot more things for yourself. It's really important to set boundaries, because as you're in that soul recovery within, you're going to want to set boundaries for anybody, especially who has been draining your energy and taking you for granted, taking you for advantage. So it's that time to reflect. You're going to find on the 25th, that very well could be the day where you're like, you know what, I'm turning my phone off. I am taking the day for myself. I want to meditate. I want to go in touch with nature. I need some quiet time. It's all about self-love, self-care. Bring on your higher self within. Maybe that's a day when everything is all of a sudden, boom, going to hit you when you wake up in tears, or that day could be really, really emotional for you, because that Chiron energy, when you least expected, boom, it can hit you out of nowhere. And you could be like, wow, why am I all teary-eyed? Really pay attention to that. That's why God created tears, so we can cry, so we can release and let go. Water represents emotions. So you're going to find this week that some of you might be like, you know what? I need space this week. I don't want to be around a lot of people. I'm not going to want to go and be a part of this and this and that. I need space for me. I got to work on myself. Self-care, self-love. You might find that you could start canceling, sorry, I'm not going to meet up with you, or you could be like, you know what, I'm putting this on hold because I need to take a day for me. I need to take a week for me. Maybe some of you are going to be like, I'm going on vacation during this week. Or you could be like, you know what, I need a vacation and plan a vacation and actually book that flight or book those accommodations, maybe go on a road trip and such like that. Be by the water, right? If you can, water represents your emotions and so on and so on. There's a lot of water events, of course, a lot of crazy weather right now, and that's connected with the solar flares. So that's why, like volcanoes, more fires, like wind, tsunamis, tropical storms, all of that kind of stuff happen during these solar flares because it's close to the earth and it will affect you and your animals. So make sure you're drinking more water because this ascension right now, it will bring up a lot more emotions with this Chiron and Venus retrograde, because Venus retrograde, you might be like, gosh, I'm not connecting with my partner anymore, and that, or my friend or whoever, and that can bring sadness to the core for you because you're like, I don't want to end. I don't want to end my relationship, but I have to. My person is toxic, or we're just not connecting anymore, or I just don't resonate with that person anymore. Whatever it is, you have to do what feels right for you and be in alignment more. Because as you're closing doors and healing, that's when new beginnings are going to be coming in. So reflect back to December 2021 to January 2022. See what was going on then, especially around relationships more than anything, because that Venus retrograde is going to be bringing those things back to surface for you this week. July is a month all about relationships of all kinds, right? So you're going to be reviewing a lot and taking and wanting that time out for you. Self-love, self-care, soul recovery is so important. Any type of recovery, it's like if you had surgery, you're going to have to heal from that after and recover from that, right? Of course. Doesn't matter what it is. If you had like a full on, like, like workout, you're going to be tired after, and you're going to be like, oh, I need to rest, right? Yeah, because you have to recover. But this time you're in soul recovery, because with that Chiron energy, a lot of situations that have been traumatic from the past is coming back for you to heal, work through, because if you continuously run from situations, it comes back with vengeance during certain cosmic times. And this is one of these cosmic times that whatever you were running from in the past or not dealing with, it's coming back. So you have to take that time out for you, and you're going to be like, yeah, I need some time and space. I'm canceling my meeting, or I'm canceling meeting my friend for lunch, or I'm going to reschedule my appointments, like whatever it is, you're just going to feel that you need to do that because your intuition is going to be a lot stronger this week as you surrender and surrender and surrender. And really take a look at what you've accomplished, because even around the 27th, you're going to start to see even more. So what have I accomplished? What have I worked through? You're going to start even seeing results around that time as well. So anyways, let me pull a couple of cards from the spirit world and ask the spirit world what's coming up for this week, for the 22nd to the 29th of July. And I don't use cards whenever somebody books a reading with me, because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, past life akashic record reader, animal communicator, relationship coach, meditation coach, pranic healer, and so on and so on and so on. So I read into your level of consciousness right away, boom, see where you're at and expand it from that point on. However, because I'm doing these videos and it's collective energy, I ask the universal force, what's the collective message during certain times of the week? So make sure that whenever you utilize any cards, clear them 3 times, knock them 3 times on wood, boom, 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 to clear the energy from yourself or whoever else last used them. And I've cleared my decks before I've even started these videos. So let's ask the spirit, the universal energies, what's their message from the 22nd to the 29th of July? Let's answer. Ask the universe. What's the message from the 22nd to the 29th? What's the message from the spirit world? The message from, wow, right away, right away. Now, this is really, really, there's 2 cards actually that fell out. So, and I'm really feeling both of these cards. And it's really interesting how both of these cards stated exactly what I said. So the first card that fell over before the second one is observe. So see how this is you right in the middle there. And even sometimes whenever I meditate, I do put a shawl over my head, because that, can also help you tune in and hear messages from the spirit world and such like that. I mean, go on your own flow, right? So here's all of these other people around you. And you know how I'm saying that this is about relationships. You're going to be reflecting. You're going to be doing some soul recovery. Who needs to go? Who can stay? Who you're like, I don't know about that person anymore. I'm going to take this time for me to really see what's working and what's no longer working with my work, with my job, with my friendships, with my family, with my relationships, and also within yourself. So this is when you're going to be observing more and seeing what messages you're going to be hearing from your soul. So that is like a really good card. And what's really important, it's interesting how this card came through, detach. When you are attached to something or someone, you are not seeing clarity. Because when you attach yourself to someone, you are creating what you want to happen. You are creating those thoughts of what you expect to happen. It's like if you're in a relationship and you're really, really attached to someone. Oh, yeah, I just met my soulmate, Jenny. I've attached to that person right away. Why would you attach to that person? Why? You're automatically creating that thought form of that's my person. I'm clung on to that person. I'm creating my own illusions, my own fairy tale with my expectations I have with that person or situation. And when it doesn't happen, you're going to start to fall apart, right? Oh, why isn't it working? Because you're attached. It's really important to detach from situations. Look at the reality of what's going on. You can start writing down the positive and the negatives about that situation and tune into your soul. Ask your soul, is this the right path? Is this the right person to work with? Is this the right partner? Is this the right road ahead? And so on and so on. I mean, you can always book a reading with me and I can give you the clarity you need and my insights as well. So you see how this woman here is detaching and she's setting this bird, this dove free. It's like surrender the outcome. Surrender the outcome. When you put your energy and focus onto yourself and detach and surrender the outcome with everything else, you're going to see how things are going to come back into more alignment within your soul when you do that. That's the key. That's the key. Because what are we doing? We're recovering within our soul these past situations that's been traumatic, where you have felt rejected, like betrayed, abandoned, hurt, disappointed, all of those things. with this Chiron energy, and Venus will show you different relationships that are working and what is no longer working. So it will be a really intense week. It'll be a really intense week. You got to be really, really open for that. Really, really open for that. So let's ask the crystals. What is a crystal? I mean, there's different crystals that we can utilize. Always go by what works for you, of course, and what you're drawn to. But let us ask the crystal world, what's a crystal? From the universal forces from the 22nd and 29th. What's the message from the crystal world, the land of the crystals? Wow. Here. Iolite, crystal, energy. Now, this kind of looks really kind of cool. I love this. It looks like a little Easter egg. Shift your money mindset. So, you know how whenever you're so attached to certain situations, when you're really attached to situations, when you're the one who's always giving and giving and giving, you're blocking prosperity and abundance to come to you because you're saying to the universe, I'm not open to receive. Well, what's going on? Because you're always giving, 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 giving. This is why you have to set boundaries, constant boundaries. I used to get phone calls coming in left and right all day long. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? And I'm like, really? Book appointment with Jeni. Book an appointment with me. So the balance is very important for you. If you're working and working and working and working and you're not getting paid, how are you going to pay those bills? How are you going to pay for your, rent or mortgage? How are you going to do that if you're constantly giving, 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 giving? It's the balance of give and receive. So you don't want to block these things out. And this is why these relationships with Venus is going to show you who's taking you for advantage, who's taking you for granted. Take a look at that and really, really pay attention. This is why, this energy is going to really help you see your worth more. It's really going to help bring things to the surface. And as you're in that recovery within your soul, can get really emotional because you're like, wow, I really thought that person liked me. And yet they're only using me for this and this and this and this and that, and that sucks, right? That can be very painful but then it's like your soul will bring the truth to the surface. It always does. If you listen and surrender and go within and be open to recover, but you have to be open for that. You really do. So let's get a message here from our angel. What is the message from our angel from the 22nd to the 29th? The message from our angel. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. When you surrender, when you detach, when you are working on you, when you are setting boundaries, what happens? New doors open up for you. New opportunities start opening up for you. All of a sudden, you could get a message from somebody, hey, let me help you with that. Let me give you a hand with that. I know somebody that could help you. I know somebody that specializes in that. Let me give you their number. Or we're looking for someone, we just let somebody go or somebody just quit. We're actually looking for somebody just like you. Would you be interested? Or maybe that person that you've had your eye on for quite some time, maybe they're single now. However, you have to do that work within. Because if you want to start a new relationship with someone, you have to do that work within, do that reflection, truly, reflect on that past relationship. What have you truly learned from it? Have you healed from it? Because if you don't, you're carrying that emotional baggage into your new relationship out of vulnerability, and your relationship won't work. You have to heal first, because this divine energy with miracles and magic open up when you are surrendering, doing the work within, and healing your soul within, recovery within. And, like even in recovery, right? Some of you, who have like certain addictions and such like that, where there's different recovery places you can go to. The energy this week is also going to work with you. Some of you might, sign up for classes or with a recovery teacher, or, join a group of some sort to help you recover and work through it as well. So, I mean, you're going to know what you need to work through and what you need to heal with your soul. And we all have stuff that we have to heal, and we're continuously working on as well. You could be 90 years old and continuing your soul work within. So let's just ask the spirit world from the 22nd of July to the 29th. What's the cosmic message? What's the cosmic message? The cosmic message right away. Oh, yeah. Meditation. Meditation. Taking time for you. Taking that alone time out for you. Taking that space for you, especially on the 25th of July. You very well might want that alone time even more. And it's really important that you invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I was with a friend and she was saying, I'd really like to buy this and it's a little pricey and stuff. And, and I said to her, I says, okay, what do you want that for? Oh, because, it could really help me get a lot more healthier and da, 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 da. And I'm like, well, why don't you do that? You're investing in you. Who else is going to invest in you? Are you sitting around waiting for other people to invest in you or waiting for things to happen? You're putting things on hold. You have to start thinking about you. And it's during this time when you're in that soul recovery that you're going to be doing a lot of reflecting within, and your soul's bringing things to the surface of what you need to heal and let go of. And once you do that, you're going to start seeing more clarity, because you're going to start to feel lighter and lighter. And even when you meditate, you're going to be opening yourself up to hear what messages the spirit world has for you and your soul has for you, which is really, really important. Really important. Self-care, self-love, setting boundaries is very important. Very important. And really pay attention to, even write it down, like write down the good and negative qualities. If you're like, I don't know if I should end my relationship or whatever, or my job, or like whatever it is, even start writing down the good things about it and the not so good things about it. If you're in a toxic environment, that can create issues for your health and your mental health, your well-being, and you have to take a look at that. You really have to take a look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, I know I need to work. I have, I got bills. We all get that. We all understand that. Perhaps maybe it's time for you to start looking for other work that you're passionate about. Maybe you're going to be like, how am I going to get that job or that position? I don't have those qualifications. Look into the courses that you need. Maybe it's like, you know what? I need to take this course and learn how to do that, so I can get that higher position, or I can get that job I want, regardless what it is. This is the week when you're in that soul recovery within, your soul will work with you. Your soul wants you to heal. This is why we have these different energy time periods with Chiron energy. If we look at what's been happening in the world, it affects many different people mentally, emotionally, all of that. All of that. So take this time and space for you to recover from within your soul, heal, start that healing process, take time out for you. You don't need to defend yourself to anybody. The minute you start to having to defend yourself to others, you need to pause and ask yourself, why am I defending myself? Enough. I'm done. My journey with you is over. My journey with this work environment is over. It's time for me to move on. Thank you for the lessons learned. Boom, you move on. That's it. And you heal from that in recovery within your soul. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful week. And please subscribe to my channel. Hit that little red button down there in the corner in order to get Jeni's videos. I'm just saying. So book a reading with me, soulworkatjeni.com, and we'll get this thing going. All right, you guys. Namaste. Bye. Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. I'm an international known clairvoyant psychic medium, past life akashic record, animal communicator, relationship coach, meditation teacher, and so on. I am here to tell you there is some exciting news. I'm revamping my YouTube channel. That's right. There's new content coming out weekly. I'm going to talk about the weekly cosmic vibes, what you're experiencing and why, how to utilize that, and giving you the reasons behind it. We're going to talk about the new moon, the full moon, Mercury retrograde, and I'm going to give you those insights how to manifest and make things happen for you at the right time. It's time, everyone. It's time to wake up this planet. Let's show some love and compassion. Let the fear go. Let the negativity go. Let's do this together and transcend your soul in quantum leaps. I'll be here. Where are you? Hit that red button at the corner there, subscribe to my channel, and let's make this happen. Let's do this now. Namaste.